What's up YouTube, Steven Dux here. So today I'm going to talk about my 2020 goals. So first, as a trader, if you know how the industry works, typically day trading makes like burst money, which is a very fast, short return. And you make about 20,000, 30,000 in a day, but sometimes you don't really make a trade at all. So for that, I think it's considered as aggressive income. Now in 2020, I'm looking for more passive income. So I just got into real estate. I don't really know how it works, but still trying to learn more. I'm gonna be honest about it. And different regions do have different ROI, which is the return of an investment. Now most of the investment return will be anywhere between like 10% to 12% if you find a good property of it. I'm trying to get into this real estate game. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm open to any type of advice to start as a beginner. But I'm also learning that you can use loans as your advantage, which is the same concept to using leverage in the stock market. I know using leverage in the market will be very, very dangerous. It's because you are betting bigger and your risk will be bigger. If it goes the opposite, it tends to go very wrong about it. Now in real estate, it's pretty much a very steady income. You can really see the history of the behavior of how much it trying to return on these specific properties. And you can use that to basically leverage and buy more properties in the future. So for example, if you have about $1 million worth of properties and you can put 15-20% down, so that's about 200K being gone. You still have 800K left. You can use that 800K to purchase more properties, put in 15-20% down. So if you have $1 million cash flow, as my understanding, you can leverage about 2 to 4, depends on how your credit score is. Once you leverage that money, you can buy multiple properties to increase the percentage of a return by each properties. But you have to pay back the interest and dealing with tenants and hire a real estate agent to help you to deal with all those documents, and sometimes they can manage your tenants as well. So it will be a lot of headache, but if you know how it really works, I think it could be a really good passive income. As my understanding of it, and you don't have to give that much time about it as well. Number two, as the same thing, we all are looking to improve from our trading performances. From me, I think you can learn something about how to really improve your trading performances. Every time after I finish a year, I will go back into every single month and find the monthly statements to really pull out the trades, every single trade that I made huge mistakes on. Doesn't really matter how much loss you take on this trade, is you need to figure it out, why did you take this trade and how can you be able to avoid in the future. Sometimes when I'm taking random trades and I take 20K, 10K losses, and I don't really know why I did this trade, is because do I have FOMO or what is going on? If you figure out the trade, you are doing more FOMO trade, and if you add the FOMO trade together, you will become a huge number. Really bitch.
A few moments later.
Do you know where am I? In this case, that I will pull out all the mistakes that was same type of mistakes and add them together. So eventually I will be able to see those two sheets. And let's say fear of missing out, I lost 100K just making random trade, then lost another 200K. Because when you're trying to learn to improve your trading performances, you need to eliminate every single small mistake as well, because after a year, all those 1, 2, 20, 30 mistakes, they add them together. And what's your biggest profit and how can you be able to make more profit out of it? So last thing I want to do is, nobody have ever done before, is a specific AI system platform that could recognize patterns out of all stocks that was being traded on that day. And this is like one of the new ideas I want to do, and let me know if you guys have any suggestion about it. I think it would be a really good idea just for beginners to really try out how the pattern works and why they work. As a beginner from 2014 to 2015, I don't have that much knowledge about stock market, and I learned a whole bunch of patterns, and when the market opens, I don't know which one to look for. If a platform can filter out that specific indicator you look for, then it could be much easier to process and to help you make better trade. Let's say on top percent gainer, as we normally look for, there's about 20-30 tickers that can be potentially traded. I have to go back into all those 30 tickers and try to pull out every single yearly chart to find out which one's overextended and the volume is supposed to be increasing while the first red day appears. consistent increasing at least 10% per day, consistent volume increasing 10% a day, and then to go into those 30 tickers and look for every single one of them. It takes about 30 minutes to go over that as a beginner because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm not very familiar with the pattern. It will take a whole lot of time to really find the one that fits me the best. So once I find the correct criteria and the pattern is already finished, so I couldn't really make any profits out of it because it takes too much time to figure out which one works and which one doesn't. I think this platform will be useful for beginners or people who are trading or in a couple months or a couple years, and you can develop your own strategy and put into the platform to help you look for some type of stuff like that. Or you can just build your pattern into the platform. Let's say first red day, overstand gap down. Now today I'm gonna look for first red day, overstand gap down. I will have the platform use those criteria to filter out all the stocks out there in NASDAQ or New York Exchange. Then it will tell you, okay, those two are first red day, tells you those two are overstand gap down. So it'll be very, very easy for me to fast react. If the stock have a fast spikes, I will be able to recognize the pattern much faster compared to other retail trader out there. And that could give me a better risk reward just by finding pattern faster than them. So that is one of the AI system / platform I want to develop. If you have any suggestions or advice, let me know. And we're also launching a conference during March 28th, 29th, and 30th in New York, Manhattan. So if you're interested, if you're a beginner or you're trading for a few years, it will be really good for you to really learn about trading environment and watch me live trade. And a lot of people are asking me, Steven, please do a live trade. I do a live trade all the time. I do a live trade pretty much every single day for my student. And also, I did a live trade. I made 26,000, I think, 26,000 in front of all the audience out there in the conference last time. And in addition, we're also giving out free webinar for potential live trade as well if you can find one on a specific day. If you want to really watch me live trade, sign up your email with us and we'll send you a specific date. We can live trade and you can come to the conference and we'll be giving out new adjusted patterns and new things for you to learn and what to look for in 2020, 2021. So yeah, that'll be the end of the video. So thank you very much. And hopefully you have a goal for yourself for 2020. Let's stay motivated. Let's stay motivated, right? Motivated. Let's stay motivated and I will see you guys next video.